So we're down to just these few. Let's blow them up so we can look at them better. Now in this column, we seem to have times 2. Well, you know what? We know how to do times 2. 5 times 2 is just 5 plus 5, which is 10. 6 times 2 is just 2 sixes, which we know is 12. So we really already know these. And we can cross them out and work on what's left. Now there's 8 times 5. I think it's time for the square dance band. Here's 4 members of the band. Each one will lend you a left and right hand. That's 8 hands for 8 times 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 8 times 5 is 40. You'll remember that, and that is why we can cross it off and say goodbye. Okay, now let's turn our attention to 7 times 4. 7 days is 1 week. 1 week is 7 days. February usually has 4 weeks. And as we said before, February usually has 28 days. 4 weeks, 7 days each. 7 times 4, why that's 28. So we know that 7 times 4 is 28. And we can just cross that sucker off and tell it goodbye. Okay, so now we got just these 4 left. Let's blow them up a little. It's not very many. We could do flashcards here. But let's stick with our original plan and find some tricks. So let's start with 8 times 4. Move it over a little bit. Now, there's 8. And there are 4 copies of 8. So all those together are 8 times 4. Now let's call in the rearranger. Rearranger, split that up for us, will you? Thanks. Okay, so we got a 4 over here as well. But the 8 doesn't work anymore. What we really have here is 2 rows of 4. But taken together, they're still 8 times 4, right? Okay, now 4 times 4, that's 16. And this one's 16 too. If we add them up, we get 32. So 8 times 4 is 32. 8 times 4, that's 32. Goodbye. And we can do 8 times 3 basically the same way. There are 8 things, 3 copies, so that's 8 times 3. Call in the rearranger, split them up. Thanks, rearranger. 2 rows of 4, 3 times 4 is 12, that's 12 too. 12 and 12 is 24. So 8 times 3 is 24. 8 times 3 is 24. Bye. Now let's finish off with Kevin and Kate. 6 times 3, according to Kate, is 110 followed by an 8. And 3 times 7, according to Kevin, is 2 10s and a 1. And now you're done. Yes, we're done with all of it. But that's been a lot of material, so let's review.